Friends, hope you remember what we did in the last class. We were discussing the dative case and its symbol is, we were trying to add this case marker ku to all the nouns ending with different consonants. We had different sets of words which had to undergo certain change or take in a few suffixes before accepting the case marker. At the end of the class, we were discussing the persons, first person, second person, third person. You know first person, non, we have done that. Second person singular is ni, we have done that. And non has nam as the plural. When we discussed these three words, we saw that they change a little bit before accepting the case marker. Non became n and then accepted the case marker. Nam became nam and took the ku suffix. Ni became un and accepted this symbol. When we take up the plural for these, we find there is some change. What is the plural for first person? Nangal. There are two plural forms for non. One is nam, that is inclusive of the second person. The other is nangal, exclusive. So, nangal becomes yangal, and accepts ku. Nangal, first person plural, first of all becomes yangal and then takes up the case marker. Here, the same process is continued. The consonant of this ku is introduced. Now, we need a vowel to cement these two parts. In the case of non, what was the symbol or the vowel we used? Non became n and before taking ku, you introduced a vowel a. And for nam also we did the same. For ni also we did the same. Now, for nangal, which becomes yangal, we had to introduce a new symbol, a new vowel, that is u. It becomes yangalukku. Yangal plus ku, the consonant was doubled, so ikku, a vowel has been introduced, that is vu. So, this becomes yangalukku, to us. first person plural nangal becomes yangal and then accepts the case marker. We go to the second person. Second person plural is neengal. You remember that? Ending with kal. We saw that earlier. Neengal. When it has to take the case marker ku, it undergoes the change as nangal does. Neengal becomes ungal plus ku. The same process is being repeated. This is doubled and u is added. This becomes ungalukku. Second person plural neengal while taking up the case marker becomes ungal and accepts it. So, ungal plus u plus ku, ungalukku, like yangalukku. Just note that both the words end with kal, that is plural suffix, and then they undergo a change before accepting the case marker. We take the third person now. Singular, avan. You know that. You add this symbol. The first step is allow it to be doubled, so that the pronunciation will be easier. Introduce a vowel to make it easier. So, what do you introduce? U. Avan plus U plus ikku. Avan plus U plus ikku. This is ukku and avan u ikku avanukku. To him. Avan accepts naturally, takes up a vowel and becomes avanukku. What is the next word? Aval. What is the difference between these two? The last letter is different. This is N, this is L. Or L. Avan, aval. So, naturally, this also has to undergo the same changes. Aval plus U. Can you read it? A, va, lu, ikku, avalukku, to her.